So here are 5 symptoms of pride and why we should deal with it. Pride is destructive and we have to deal with it on a regular basis. If we're not careful, it can do a lot of damage in our lives, especially in our relationships. So here are the 5 symptoms of pride. Number 1, oversensitivity. A person with a pride problem is easily hurt, easily offended, and easily irritated. Just like a swollen, infected wound becomes sensitive, pride has the same effect in our souls. We become so sensitive that little things irritate and offend us. We become impatient, and if somebody doesn't meet our standards or expectations, we blow up. An oversensitive person always overreacts. So if you are someone who is easily offended, easily hurt, and easily irritated, you might be dealing with some pride issues. Number 2, bitterness. People with pride issues have a hard time letting go of their hurts and their anger. They also have a hard time forgiving others. They actually treat their hurts like pets. They feed it, they care for it, and they protect it. Some people even care more about their hurts than their marriages and their families. They hold on to the hurt even if it destroys their relationships. Remember, a person with bitterness is a hurting person, and a hurting person will always hurt others. Number 3, bad listener. If you're struggling with pride, people have a hard time arguing with you or reasoning with you because you don't consider other people's opinions, feelings, or perspective. People close to you probably always complain that you don't listen. If you're a bad listener, you are in danger of losing good communication with the people that you love. Number 4, unteachable. People who have a problem with pride have a hard time accepting correction, rebuke, or criticism. They take comments negatively and personally, they become very defensive, and they end up justifying all their actions. Actually, if that is you, even right now while watching this video, your defenses are going up, you're reasoning with yourself, and you're justifying your actions and motives that have been exposed by the points we've just made. If you've become unteachable because of pride, don't forget you're not growing anymore, and you'll become immature. Number 5, a negative perspective on other people. Pride makes us a fault finder. When our hearts get infected with pride, we interpret other people's motives negatively. We don't give them the benefit of the doubt. We assume that their motives are always wrong, and we become very judgmental. You see, pride makes us a self-centered negative person, and what it does is it magnifies the faults of others, and it makes us blind to our own faults. These 5 symptoms cause us to make a lot of bad decisions in our lives. The Bible teaches us that pride goes before destruction. If you think about it, pride is actually the perfect sin. It blinds you from your own faults, makes you deaf to correction, and it hardens your heart. Pride escalates conflicts, it turns your hurts into bitterness, your anger into revenge, and it tears apart families, marriages, and friendships. It really sets us up for destruction. Jesus showed us the way to overcome pride through humility, forgiveness, and love. So to deal with pride, first you must humble yourself and admit that you are struggling with it. Next, we have to ask forgiveness from those that we have hurt, and we also have to forgive those people who have hurt us. Forgiveness is crucial because it really breaks our pride. Lastly, we have to learn to add love instead of pride to every emotion or reaction that we have. When you add pride, it always produces something destructive. But when you add love, it always produces joy, peace, and forgiveness. So before we end, let's examine our hearts for signs of pride. And let's deal with it the way Jesus taught us, through humility, forgiveness, and love.